Good evening, ladies and gents. So there is a technical issue. Apparently the wrong track has been chosen. We need to leave this session. Good evening again, ladies and gents. So there has been some technical issues with the lobby. Now the wrong track has been set. So we are still waiting for the right track to be set. So ladies and gents, how was your day? How was your weekend? How was Easter? I hope everyone had a good time. We are still waiting for the invites. There has been some technical issues with the lobby. The lobby crashed at the first time. And now the wrong track has been set. So we are waiting for the creation of another lobby with the right track set. Here goes the invitation, and let's hop in back to the lobby. I will take a look at the chats in a second. Sliding into them DMs. Hello, Brady Pollock. How are you doing? This session no longer exists. That's weird. Are we in yet? We are in. Spectate. I can't believe this took longer than expected. Please bear with us, everyone. These are some technical issues. Human error. Everyone makes mistakes. That's life. That's how it goes. ladies and gents, the lobby is gonna start sometime soon. It's only gonna be the race. So, ladies and gents, the race is gonna start sometime soon. Let me check the Discord. What is going on with the admins? So, ladies and gents, finally the race is gonna start. I would like to apologize for any inconveniences. It's that some people had trouble joining the lobby. So, the pole sitter, Pedu, is unfortunately not going to be able to take part in this race because he wasn't able to join the lobby. That's crazy. That's superb bad luck. You have to feel for him. Poor guy. So, a lot of things happened for the past hour. But one thing for sure is that the race is gonna start now. Finally, finally. So here go the drivers for Formation Lab. So ladies and gents, a lot of things happened for the past hour. We have had issues with the lobby. The lobby crashed once. And for the next time, the wrong track was chosen, and now we are on the right track. But unfortunately, the pole sitter, Pedu, was not able to make it. He wasn't able to join the lobby. So this is painful. This is going to be very painful for him. Imagine getting pole position but not being able to start the race. Well, we have seen a lot of similar things. It happened to Charles Leclerc in Monaco last year, 2 years ago. Oh, Pedu has just joined. But is he going to be joining as a driver or as a spectator? I don't know. This game is weird. And now the drivers are lining up for the start of the race. Finally, ladies and gents, the lights are turning red because as soon as they turn green, it's go for the Mexican Grand Prix. It's a superb start from Borrell. I can see some debris. Borrell goes with a superb start. He has the lead. He He loses to Lukinik. This is the power of Slipstream. He is going to go side by side with the Williams of Stefano. He is losing 2 positions. Simon from Chazou is now 3rd. Darek Smith is now 4th. What a start, what a start, what a start. And we have a yellow flag. What is this? This is that the orange McLaren is falling behind. This is Bugatti. What a start did we see. Is everything okay with Borel? And there's Red Bull. Red Bull of Jerry Van Bussel. Jerry is losing so many positions. He makes contact with the sister AlphaTauri. That was brutal. That was brutal. Sending Alex BGN to the Shadow Realm. And now he's down to 19th. A lot of action. We still have not completed the first lap yet. Jerry Van Bussel just made an overtake on Borel. I think Borel might have, yes, I can confirm it. Borel has front wing damage. He is forced to slow down because his car is understeering. And as we speak, Lukinik gets the fastest lap time, and it's Borel who goes to the pits. He's going to be forced to change his strategy. That is sad. He had the best start. It was a superb start from Borel. Now he is last. He's going to change his strategy, of course, because of that. Jerry Van Bussel makes up 1 position. Now he is in 10th place. Finds himself only 3/10 behind Black Box. We have another yellow flag. Looks to me as this is the Aston Martin of Pro Gamer, who is spinning round and round on the grass in Mexico. Now this is not a lawn mowing competition. It's a racing competition. He needs to bring back the heat to the tires to be able to carry on. This is Bjorn, who is 3/10 behind Marcel Drisny. And starting the 3rd lap, we are going to have DRS. DRS is going to be enabled, which means if you are less than a second behind someone, you're going to be able to use that button to get extra suction of air, which is going to make you slightly faster. DRS has just been enabled. We are going to see a lot of positional changes on the next DRS zone, as Lukinik is the leader of the race. Only 3/10 behind him is Stefano. What is Stefano going to do? Stefano still in 2nd place. And I would go down to 14th place as Marcel Drisny, very close to Hazara. A lot of things are happening. This is Jerry. I can see Black Box making a mistake. And whoa. This is Simon from Chazou. He spun. And now he's down to P14. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2 as a result. Now Lukinik is going to head into the main straight with the fastest lap. Stefano is going to benefit now from the DRS. Take a look at the power of DRS. He's getting very, very, very close to him. 3/10, 2/10. Wow, that's wonders. And Jerry Van Bussel successfully overtakes Black Box on the straight. Nicely done from Jerry Van Bussel. What's going to happen on the 2nd straight? Stefano and Lukinik. Lukinik keeps the lead of the race. What's going to happen between these 2 drivers? Centrowitz still in 4th place. And Marcel Grisny finally was able to overtake Hazara. And what is going to happen on the 3rd sector? It's going to be the 3rd DRS zone. Is it going to benefit Stefano? Stefano is too close, yet too far. 4 laps have passed. Borel is currently last. Wow, this This is a rhyme. This is like a poem. Stefano with the fastest lap. How is the DRS gonna play with Stefano? Luke and Nick trying to move a little bit to the right. 1/10 goes up to 1/10 behind him. Luke and Nick had better exit. Stefano making good use of that DRS, but he's still behind Luke and Nick. So ladies and gents, here is a small summary of what has been happening for the past 5 laps. It's Luke and Nick leading the race after a very good start from Borel, but unfortunately he lost his front wing. He was forced to go back to the pits, and this means he was forced to change his strategy. In second place, you can find Stefano. Darragh Smith in third. He's doing great today. In fourth place, Sancho is. In fifth, Charlie. Lucky through sixth. Catterson in seventh. Jerry Van Bossel in eighth. Black Box in ninth. In 10th, Lickle Blocks. Zane, followed by Marcel Grizzly, Hazara, Bjorn, Bugatti, Axel BGN, Simon, Pro Gamer, and last but not least, Borel. Seems that the DRS is not enough. Is not enough. Oh! It looked to me as if Stefano was gonna send it to the inside, but he hesitated in the last millisecond. The reflexes of Stefano are just insane, and you can find behind Darragh Smith. A train of cars is forming. What are we gonna have? What are we gonna receive? What are we gonna see? Is Sancho sends it to the inside. Of course, the DRS played in his favor, and now finds himself in third place. Darragh Smith is now fourth, and the train of cars behind him. The driver in eighth, Jerry Van Bossel, is doing very good today. Let's take a look at where he was. Oh no, he's not doing good. Never mind. But Jerry Van Bossel with DRS sends it to the inside. Textbook move. He goes off track. He's gonna be side by side with the sister AlphaTauri. However, he has the upper hand. Jerry Van Bossel carries on with the 6th place. His next target is going to be his teammate Charlie. I don't know if they are going to have team orders or not. I don't know how things roll in Red Bull in PSGL Formula 5. As we head into the first DRS zone in Mexico. Sancho is defending himself. A train of cars. So guys, this is superbly competitive. This is amazingly competitive. Take a look at this. All of these drivers are fighting for the 3rd place. Take a look at this. Sancho is, Darragh Smith, Lucky 2, Charlie, Jerry Van Bossel, Catterson. Wait a second. Let me count. I wasn't counting. So we have Sancho with Darragh Smith, Lucky 2, Charlie, Jerry Van Bossel, Catterson, Black Box. 7 drivers are fighting for the 3rd place. 7 drivers. This is superbly competitive. We all love competition, don't we? And you can see like 2 defending the inside. What is gonna happen? I'm currently on board with Jerry Van Bossel. Behind him, you can see another fight. Black Box was able to snatch the 8th place. Jerry Van Bossel sends it to the inside. No fighting back. Well, yes, fighting back from his teammate Charlie. And Jerry Van Bossel keeps the 6th place. His next target is gonna be Lucky 2 with the Ferrari. The train of cars is getting closer and closer. Hello F1 P3 does, and hello to all of my viewers. I hope everyone is having a good time. I hope everyone is enjoying whatever we are watching. Simon just received a 3-second time penalty. It's now Stefano leading the race. Luke and Nick is chasing him. And it's going to be a fiery chase now on the DRS zone. In the main straight in. Autodrome, Hermano Rodriguez. Only 3/10 behind. Luke and Nick. Luke and Nick was very smart about saving energy, and now he heads into second straight. Able to overtake Derek Smith, and he finds himself in 5th place. Marcel Grisny is now 11th. And Simon receives a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Jerry Van Bussel is doing very good tonight. Personally, I've known this driver from a few previous leagues. I think I've seen him in WRA, also known as World Racing Association. Ooh! Nice save from Derek Smith. Almost lost his car due to oversteer, I mean. So we have the first DNF of the day. It's Simon, or Simon in French. Simon is out of the race. I don't know if this is gonna push a safety car, if he is gonna park his car in the middle of the track. Battle goes on, battle goes on. Luke and Nick still in 2nd place, and it's Lucky 2 who takes the 3rd place from Sanchoiz. Marcel Grisny overtook Little Blocks. Now this is going to carry on in the 2nd DRS zone. There's so much to talk about. Luke and Nick is very hungry for that victory. Chasing Stefano with DRS. Is DRS gonna be enough? It's not enough yet. Not enough. The fight is gonna carry on for another lap. This is Bjorn. I'm currently on board with Bjorn, who is chasing Hazara. He's only 3/10 behind him. We are gonna see some action probably on this main straight as Luke and Nick enables DRS. He uses energy. He uses some ERS. Ladies and gents, Luke and Nick successfully takes the lead of the race, and it's Stefano who is still following him, but who is gonna be taking DRS this time. They are very close to each other. It's still Luke and Nick because the DRS detection zone is far. It played with Luke and Nick's advantage. Derek Smith with the DRS. Derek Smith sends it to the inside, forcing Jerry Van Bussel to go all the way. Jerry Van Bussel tries for the switchback. Jerry Van Bussel, it's not enough to keep the 5th place in hand. Jerry Van Bussel finds himself now in 6th place, and that was an astonishing move from Derek Smith. Fighting goes on. We are currently lap 11. This race is so exciting. Lap after lap, we are seeing a lot of fights. The drivers are so competitive. They are so close to each other. Their lap times are so close to each other. Jerry Van Bussel has just received himself his first penalty, and he goes to the pits. He goes to the pits. How is this gonna play? He only completed 10 laps on. What is going on with Luke and Nick? What is going on with Luke and Nick? He lost so many positions. I have no idea what happened to him. As I was saying, Jerry Van Bussel completed 10 laps on the softs and switched for the mediums. This is a bizarre strategy as all of the other drivers who are on the softs are still carrying on. Whoa! Oh dear, the AlphaTauri of Catterson made contact with Luke and Nick. I don't know what happened with Luke and Nick. He was the leader of the race. I don't know why he's slowing down so much. Luke and Nick has just is letting everyone through. Why? Why is that? Oh, he has a front wing damage. That's why. And at this point, everyone is overtaking him. That's a lot of damage. Emotional damage. Derek Smith goes to the pits, trying to do the famous undercut. And the drivers who started with the medium compound are heading to the pits now as well. Or some of them at least. Lico Vlogs was able to overtake Marcel Grisny and has DRS now. Hazara overtook the Alfa Romeo of Zane. Jerry Van Bussel is now in 12th place. Derek Smith 13th. Bugatti 14th. We are now in lap 13, ladies and gents. It's Stefano who is leading the race after completing 12 laps on his soft compound. How long is he going to be able to endure that? To a matter of time as Stefano goes to the pits. It's going to be an interesting strategy. Same thing for Lec 2 as Sancho decides to carry on. He's superbly low on ERS. He needs to save his ERS deploy. Laps so far. Bjorn using DRS. Bjorn with the Haas successfully overtakes Zane from the inside. Very good move. Morel is now 16th. Luke and Nick 17. And Bugatti last but not least, going on a fresh set of softs. Charlie just received himself a 2-second time penalty. So Sanchoiz and Charlie still have not pitted yet. They have completed the most laps on the soft compound. And this time they are going to lose grip. And Sanchoiz goes to the pits. Same thing for Charlie. This means that the leader, the provisional leader of the race is going to be Lico Vlogs. Marcel Grisny provisionally second, followed by Hazara, Bjorn, Zane, Axo, Stefano. Marcel Grisny takes the lead of the race. I'm sorry, I missed that opportunity to see his overtake. Who walks is not gonna be very happy about that. Same thing for Hazara. Only 3/10 behind Lico Vlogs. Currently on board with Hazara. Lap 15. Mexico. He's gonna be using DRS. DRS is not gonna be enough for him to gain a position. Hello, Yona. How are you doing? Ooh, and Hazara slides into the pits. I hope you're doing good, Jonah. So, A lot of actions, a lot of change of actions. We are currently in lap 16. It's Marcel Grisny who is provisionally leading the race. Liquid Blocks in second place. Bjorn in third. Zane followed by Axel BGN. Stefano in sixth. Lucky 2 in seventh. Lucky 2 and Stefano, and it's Lucky 2 who makes the overtake. Lucky 2 with the purple sector 1. Ideally, Lucky 2 is going to be the leader of the race if the cars ahead of him pit. But he's still being chased by Stefano. Jerry Van Bossel 8th. A superb race from Jerry today. Sancho is in 9th place. Darak Smith in 10th. Charlie followed by Catterson. Black Box, Hazara, Borel, Lukinik, Pro Gamer, Bugatti, and Simon is out of the race. The first 5 drivers decided to carry on. DRS doesn't help them yet. Derek Smith going against Sancho is trying to defend the inside. He moves, and it might be official on the second DRS zone, as Sancho is still defending the inside, and Derek Smith needs to be very careful about that. ERS. That was a superbly late braking. He almost made contact with Sancho. Great save by Darak Smith. Double apex in here. And they are gonna head into the S section. The gamer has just received himself a 3-second time penalty. So Sancho has had a better exit. He was able to build a small gap. And these drivers carry on. They have no problem with the mediums. Their old mediums seem okay. They are still carrying on. Liquid Blocks with DRS. Liquid Blocks is gonna send it to the inside. They are still side by side. Who's gonna come on top? And it's Liquid Blocks who takes the lead of the race. Awesome stuff from Liquid Blocks. And he still has DRS, which means Marcel Grisny going to be at a disadvantage. A train of cars, a train of cars. Marcel Grisny in second. I like his helmet. Looks like space. A Star Wars theme. Axel and Lucky 2 are fighting. Lucky 2 was trying to overtake Axel, but Axel took that position back. But these drivers have to pit sooner or later. The train of cars is still here. And I'm very excited to know what is going to happen now. Lucky 2 has the pressure tires. He has DRS now. Same thing for Marcel Grisny with the DRS. Marcel Grisny is now leading the race once again. Lucky 2 and Axel. Lucky 2 is still in 6th place. Same thing for Stefano, keeping his position. As we go on the second DRS zone of lap 19. Nothing happens, nothing happens. Guys, count with me, count with me. So it's Marcel leading the race, followed by Liquid Blocks, followed by Bjorn, less than a second Zane, less than a second Axel, less than a second Lucky 2, less than a second Stefano, less than a second Jerry Van Bossel. 8 drivers fighting for the lead. 8 drivers. That's insane. This shows the amount of competition that we have in this league. The Formula 5 specifically in PSGL. Jerry Van Bossel hit the brakes at the last millisecond, else he would have bumped into Stefano. Lucky 2 using DRS. Lucky 2 going side by side with Axel BGN, and it's Lucky 2 who takes the 5th place. Nicely done from Lucky 2. Now Stefano is trapped behind Axel. Stefano and Axel. Jerry Van Bossel. Stefano hesitates. I don't know if this is a move under braking, but he kind of messed up Jerry's racing line. I don't know if Jerry has any front wing damage. If he does, we are gonna listen to a lot of Dutch bad words. Seems he doesn't, because he is still able to run his car at the full pace on the corners, on high-speed corners. The train of cars is still here. So these drivers have completed 19 laps on the mediums. Wires, high pressure on the brakes. You can see Jerry Van Bossel had some oversteer here. Stefano engaging DRS, going side by side with Axel. Stefano is going to take the 6th place, and it's a double overtake from Stefano, and Jerry Van Bossel is still side by side with the AlphaTauri of Axel. Nicely done from Jerry! Jerry very aggressive on the throttle. He had some oversteer, but thankfully he is still in the race. He lost his position, gave Axel's position back. I mean, he's nice. That's nice enough. You know, as a kid, the adults tell you that you should treat everyone the way they treat you. He gave him the position back, so that's wholesome. So a lot of action is happening. Our breath is not resting. Our mouth is not resting. Lap after lap, second after second. The action is everywhere. Ladies and gents, we are now on lap 21 out of 36. It's a 25% race. We have seen a lot of action. Borel, so to sum it up, in case you missed the start of the race, it's Lucky 2 with DRS. Lucky 2 is going to go side by side with Bjorn. Lucky 2, this is going to be an easy overtake for Lucky 2. So ideally, Lucky 2 should be leading the race. In case the drivers who haven't pitted yet go to the pit. Lucky 2, oh, an oversteer, but he was able to save his car. You should be always prepared for the worst every time your hands are on the wheel. This is what differentiates the good driver from the average one. We have yellow flag sector 3. Looks to me as the orange McLaren of Bugatti, or let's call it the papaya McLaren from Bugatti, is out of the race. I don't know if this is gonna... This shouldn't really cause a safety car. Don't want to see a safety car. We are happy with the action. So to summarize what has been happening, I still haven't had the chance to tell what happened. Jerry Van Bossel overtakes Zane. Jerry is hungry for overtakes. So Borel had a very good start. However, he damaged his front wing. And ladies and gents, they go to the pits. Marcel Gruzny and Little Blocks. Same thing for Hazard. Stop moving. Zane. They are going to the pits. Bjorn, only 2/10 behind Stefano. So Borel had front wing damage. He went back to the pits. Then we had some fight between Stefano and Luke Nick. But unfortunately, Luke Nick had a broken front wing as a result of the fighting. And he dropped to 12th place now. And it was Stefano who was leading the race until Lucky 2. Lucky 2 played a master move and is now leading the race. Bjorn has completed 22 laps. You can see him struggling from loss of grip. Jerry Van Bossel getting very close to Bjorn. Bjorn might be forced to go to the pits now. I will take a look of the chats. At the chats, I mean. Bjorn goes to the pits, and it's Jerry Van Bossel who takes the third place. Jerry Van Bossel is now third. Now we might see some fighting between Derek Smith and Sancho is. Three-way battle. We have Jay Wizzy in the stream saying, K. Catterson, my goat. Okay, so we know that he's supporting K. Catterson. We have Tamo saying, let's go Sancho and Darag. Well, that's nice. That's wholesome when your friends are supporting you in the stream. That's very wholesome, and it gives you a moral boost. Derek Smith just received 3-second time penalty. I think that's a curse. That's the commentator's curse. That's how it goes. So it's Lucky 2 who's leading the race. 1.5, 1.6 seconds behind. You can find Stefano. Jerry Van Bossel is third. Sancho is 4 tenths behind in fourth place. Derek Smith only 8 tenths behind in fifth place. In sixth place, we can find Hazara, who is going to the pits. Of course, 7 laps on the softs. Softs are gonna start to wear out. I mean, sorry, apologies. Jerry Van Bossel is now fourth. 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Sancho has had the better exit. Jerry is gonna use the RS. Well, they need to watch out for their battery charge. It's very low. It's gonna slow them down on the straights. Take a look at Lickle Blocks. Lickle Blocks using the RS. He's currently 11th, chasing Marcel Grizzly in 10th place. And it's a purple sector won by Lickle Blocks. The name is weird. It sounds as if you're saying little, but you're lisping. Lickle. I'd like to jump back to P8 with K. Catterson. Currently 8th. Half a second behind Black Box. Now they head into the 26th lap. 11 laps to go. Jerry Van Bossel was getting superbly close to Sancho. Black Box and Charlie, Black Box. Nothing happens from this fight. Battle carries on. So as you can see, Lucky 2 was able to build a 2.3 second gap between him and the car behind Stefano. Sancho is still chasing Stefano. Jerry Van Bossel is still within range. Same thing for Derek Smith. So it's safe to say that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4-way battle for P2. And 4.5 seconds behind you find Charlie in 6th place, followed by Black Box, followed by K. Catterson. Half a second only separating them. In 9th place, 4.3 seconds behind, it's Luke and Nick, who was once leading the race. Now he is 9th. Life is full of surprises and turnarounds, so you gotta be careful, you gotta take your chances. Black Box was very close to Charlie. Their fight's gonna head into the next DRS zone as we head. Charlie going to the right. This is going to be a fairly easy move for Black Box and Charlie. Black Box successfully overtakes Charlie and he takes the 6th place. Nicely done from him. Currently on board with K. Catterson, only 4/10 behind Charlie. And Hazara just received a 3-second time penalty. So penalties are a common thing on this track, except for Stefano and Marcel Grisny. So they deserve a cookie for not getting penalties. These drivers are going to engage DRS. I would like to go to third place. Sancho is. Was very close to Stefano. Thought he was going to carry on, but Stefano had the better exit. Sancho is unfortunately had some oversteering. That DRS is not enough this time. K. Catterson and Black Box. This could go anywhere. This could go anywhere. Oh, on the limit. A little bit of argy-bargy between the two drivers. K. Catterson with the inside advantage. Black Box round the outside. Black Box has the inside now. K. Catterson was forced to slow down because there is no way on earth these two cars could carry on. They would have crashed. In fourth place, Jerry Van Bussel is now only 3/10 behind Sancho is. A miracle could happen on this DRS zone. And the longest straight of this circuit. Sancho is trying to send it to the inside. Ladies and gents, Sancho is took the second place from Stefano back. Stefano finds himself only 2/10 ahead of Jerry Van Bussel. Jerry Van Bussel who uses DRS in his turn. Stefano with no DRS. Stefano trying his best to defend the inside. But it wasn't possible for Jerry Van Bussel to complete the move. Eight laps to go. Action, drama, laughter, tears, everything, you name it. This is PSGL, ladies and gentlemen. This is Formula 5 in PSGL, which is superbly competitive. Lucky to comfortably leading the race. I don't know if he's going to go till the end. It seems to me as he is going to go till the end. So it's going to be now up to how much can he save his tires till the end. Of course, during a race, it's not about pace, it's about management. It requires a lot of management skills. You need to manage your tires, you need to manage your energy store. This is racing. Black Box only 2/10 behind Charlie. Black Box with the DRS. Not able to make it. The train of cars is formed behind Charlie, who is sick. The drivers on the softs might be faster from the drivers with the mediums, because as you know, the softs have the advantage. 7 laps to go. This guy is comfortably leading the race. 4 seconds gap between him and the car behind. Stefano and Sancho is fighting for the second place, and this is Lico Blocks, who is going side by side with K. Catterson. Triple Blocks takes the 8th place. Who is go? Very aggressive kick Ederson, but nice save at the last millisecond. Nice reflexes by him. It's Marcel Grisny who slides himself between the two drivers. He puts himself in a hamburger between these two cars. Hamburger. I'm craving a hamburger right now. Gotta be honest. But it's 50 minutes till midnight, and my time. Luke and Nick wants to be in the points bag. Luke and Nick superbly late on the brakes. Oh, they make contact. Luke and Nick lost his car. He made a reset the track, and he caused a collision to Bjorn. Did you see that? I don't think this is legal. I don't think a reset to track is legal. Did you see that? Were you able to catch that? So here's what happened. Luke and Nick had some oversteer after making contact, and he reset the track, which surprised Bjorn, the Haas driver, and he was forced to crash into him, which ended Bjorn's run for today. That is very unfortunate. This is a full course yellow and a safety car, and what Lucky 2 was building might be destroyed. I will take a look at the chats to see how is everyone doing. I have Chiquito saying hello. Can you show the number of penalties, please? Yes, of course. Here is the number of penalties for you. You can see Hazara has record penalties, 15 seconds worth of penalties. If he gets one more penalty, he might receive a discount for the next race. Lucky 2 decides to carry on. So it's Stefano. Stefano goes in for soft. Lucky 2 is going to be in big trouble for not pitting. This is a mistake. This is a huge mistake that he committed. As you can see, all of the drivers went on the soft tires except for Black Box. Black Box went on the softs. I thought he was on the hards. So, as you can see, ladies and gents, all of the drivers are on the soft compound, except for Lucky 2. He's on 18 laps old mediums. He's gonna struggle at the end of the race. The victory is gonna be difficult for him if he wants to get it, because there's a safety car, and as you know, the leader of the race drives behind the safety car at a specific speed, which is gonna close the gap between him and the drivers behind. So he's gonna be at a great disadvantage. So this situation is very similar to what happened last year in Abu Dhabi between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton was at a big disadvantage because he was on used tires and Max was on fresh softs, and safety car happened thanks to Nicolas Latifi. As you can see, Sancho is now right behind Lucky 2, less than a second behind him, with superbly fresh and faster tires at the same time. Lucky 2 has the slower and the older tires. He's gonna struggle a lot near the end. Safety car carries on for one more lap. We have F1 Urzi saying, watch Stefano and Marcel for the podium with no penalties. Chiquito saying, can you show again? Yes, no problem. And we have Deatamo saying, after the safety car, we see a lot of crashes. Yeah, we never know. So everyone has penalties except for Stefano and Marcel Grisny. Luke and Nick has a drive-through penalty, so the drive-through penalty leaves a mark. It gives the driver emotional damage. And the best way to serve your drive-through penalty is behind the safety car, because that's how you would minimize your loss. So people in the chats, who are you supporting? Which driver are you supporting? Let me know, let us know. And where are you watching from? I would love to know where are you watching from. Oh, the safety car is gonna go in this lap. You know what that means? This means that Lucky 2 will be... Lucky 2 is gonna be in control. He's gonna be in charge of the race resume. Apologies. He's gonna try his best to take advantage of the restart. Oh! Holy cannoli! What just happened? He had oversteer! He was aggressive on the throttle! From first to last! This cannot happen! Oh my goodness! It's Sanchez who is leading the race now. Sanchez goes away with that first place. Lucky 2 is so unlucky. It's funny that Lucky is in his name, Lucky. But he's not lucky. Stefano is now third. Jerry Van Bossel going against Darragh Smith. It's going to be hard with no DRS on. Hazara and Zayn are fighting. Currently on board with Jerry Van Bossel in 5th place. Only 3 tenths behind Darragh Smith. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Mistake from Darragh Smith. Jerry Van Bossel was going faster, but he was forced to go into Darragh Smith. What is going to happen here? Who's going to be the one to break the ladder? It's going to be Darragh Smith who carries on. Luke and Nick is now in 9th place. Again, no DRS this lap. No DRS this lap. Jerry Van Bossel is using his DRS deploy. Stefano takes the 2nd place from Axel. Is there going to be a switch back? Darragh Smith going superbly fast here. Darragh Smith going side by side with Jerry Van Bossel. Round the outside. Apologies. He pushes Axel off track. Axel kept the 3rd place, so that was a clean. That was a nice sportsmanship from Darragh Smith as he makes another argy-bargy. Axel finds himself in a hamburger. Axel and the Red Bull are off track, and it's Jerry Van Bossel with the switchback who takes the 3rd position. Superb, superb, superb. We are now on the last lap. It's now or never. Luke and Nick. Luke and Nick going side by side with the Aston Martin of Lickle Blocks, who's going to be the one to break later than the other. Oh! Luke and Nick makes contact with the Aston Martin. He crashes. All of that went for nothing, and it's Sanchez who wins the Mexican Grand Prix. I mean, Stefano, because of the penalties. Wow. What a race. What a race, ladies and gents. I think I lost my voice a bit. So once again, let me show you. Let me show you the unofficial standings. So here we can see champagne showers on the podium in Autodrome Hermano Rodriguez in Mexico. But are we going to have Martin Garrix as the DJ? We don't know. Ladies and gents, here are the unofficial, unfinal, not final standings for today's race, because the stewards might have another say and some changes might occur and some positions might change. So, well, I'm repeating myself, how smart. So it's Stefano who won the Mexican Grand Prix. In 2nd place, Marcel Grisny. In 3rd place, Sanchez. In 4th, Jerry Van Bossel. Lickle Blocks in 6th. Darak Smith in 7th. Zane in 8th place. K. Catterson in 9th. Borel in 10th. Charlie 11th. Lucky 2. Very, very, very unlucky today in 12th place. Hazara in 13th. Black Box 14th. Luke and Nick crashed on the last lap, and unfortunately the other drivers were not able to finish their race. Ladies and gents, I would like to thank you so much for having me here today. This might be probably the last time that you hear my voice in the Formula 5, because I am a temporary. You can hear me in Formula 10 in PSGL, which happens every Sunday night. So I would like to thank you very much for bearing with me. Thank you for all of the viewers, for everyone who interacted in the chats. You have been very generous today. Ladies and gents, this is Salim Haddad signing off. Goodbye.